الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين صلى الله عليه وسلم. In this lecture we are going to proceed with commercial law for business students for Al Isra University, and we are going to talk about chapter number 7, company law. Chapter number 7, company law, and we are going to start on page 165. Section 1, the incorporation theory. Introduction. The purpose of this section is to study an introduction to a company as a business organization. We shall study the legal concepts related to incorporation and the consequences of incorporation. We have different types of companies, each one formed for a particular reason or purpose. While some companies may be formed by individuals for non-profit purposes, the majority of companies are incorporated for purposes of profit making. The legal concept of corporation and limited liability. Legal personality. Under law, all human beings are endowed with a legal personality from birth until death. A person's legal personality is made up of that person's legal rights and duties. These are subject to change from time to time throughout the lifetime of the subject or the person or the living entity. A child has only very limited rights and few duties. The average adult has a complex bundle of rights and duties determined by the adult's current status, for example, as a married or single person, employers, employee, taxpayer, receiver of welfare benefit, debtor, or creditor. Incorporation. It is not just human beings who have legal rights and duties. The law permits the creation of artificial or legal persons, corporations, companies, which have a legal personality separate from the members, the owners of the companies or corporations. A corporation is brought into being incorporated by operation of law. Some form of legal process must be completed before it comes into existence. This chapter is primarily concerned with corporations, companies created exclusively for commercial purposes by registration and compliance with the Companies Act or Companies Law. However, corporations may be created by other means and for different reasons. The Crown may create corporations by royal charter for a variety of different purposes, like education, the universities, or management of a profession, the chartered community of businessmen, or public service broadcasting, the PTV. The Parliament or the government may grant corporate status to an organization by passing a special act. The electricity distribution company in Gaza was created in this way. All types of corporation have certain characteristics in common. We are going to study them. Creation by operation of law. Creation by operation of law. The necessary legal process, charter, act, or registration must take place to bring the corporation into existence. Once created, the corporation will continue to exist unless or until the appropriate legal procedure takes place. A registered company may be wound up. A charter corporation may have its charter withdrawn. Repeal of the relevant status ends the life of a statutory corporation. one or many members. Incorporation may create an office held by one person, a corporation solely, but most corporate bodies have at least two members, a corporation aggregate. Its own legal personality. The corporation's rights and duties are conferred by the charter or law under which it was created. The company's legal personality is distinct from that of the company's members or owners. A change in membership does not affect the existence of the company. Even if all the members of a corporation were to die simultaneously, the company would continue to exist because it doesn't die with them, with its members or owners. When company members cause breaches of its contracts or commit tort or crimes in the execution of its policies, but it is the company which is legally liable for wrongdoing. For example, a registered company which pollutes a river may be prosecuted and fined. Limited liability. A corporation's legal liabilities are its own and not its members. So the members are not generally liable for the company's debts. The members of a registered company have limited liability, which means that while they do not enjoy complete immunity, their liability is generally limited to the sum which they have agreed to invest, even if the company runs out of money and cannot satisfy its creditors. Most companies limit their liability by shares, but it is also possible to limit it by guarantee. Some companies have unlimited liability. The sole trader. The person may set up a business and trade under his or her own name or a business name. Such a sole trader has independent control of the business and all the profits are his or hers. He or she also has total responsibility for the legal liabilities and financial risks of the business. The sole trader provides all the startup capital. Often this will involve a bank loan secured by a mortgage on the sole trader's home. Since he or she is personally liable for the business debts, the sole trader may be bankrupt by the creditors of the business. The consequences of incorporation. Once recognized by the law, the business is said to be incorporated. This has an effective or the financial and general legal liabilities of the company, its directors, its shareholders, and any outsiders who have dealing with the company or are affected by its actions.